He knocked me over. I landed on the dog bowl.
This one's wife, the Queen of Style. Hello, I'm HG Tudor. Undoubtedly, some plate smashing will have taken place in Monty Shit Show as a consequence of the coverage of the Princess of Wales. She appeared at the British Fashion Council wearing a tailored two-piece suit from Victoria Beckham, priced at £1,340, and it has to be said she looked great in it. It fitted her and it looked stylish, as she invariably does. And this is hugely problematic for this one's wife, as I shall explain. But first, let's learn a bit more about the coverage which will have got under the skin of this one's wife. Harriet Walker, writing for The Times, explains, when the Princess of Wales appeared at a fashion industry event to present the Queen Elizabeth II Prize for British Design yesterday, her team must have known that the hawk-eyed shopping hounds in the room would realise within moments who her olive green trouser suit was by. This pop star turned designer's signature puddling hems, that's fashion speak for ultra-long trousers, are an immediate tell for those in the business. Accordingly, along comes the Princess of Wales wearing overlong trousers, but wears them properly. You'll recall that when this one's wife turned up in New York City, she brought along a new street sweeper, her trousers. Naturally, the sugars are going to suggest that the Princess of Wales has copied this one's wife, but she hasn't, because she looks elegant in what she's wearing, whereas this one's wife looked ridiculous. Furthermore, the outfit actually fits the Princess of Wales. It didn't fit this one's wife. The article explains, where better for a test of semiotics than a gathering of front row types adept at reading the runes. The Princess's sharply tailored two-piece cost £1,340 from Victoria Beckham, who was, of course, riding out rumours of a family feud centred on an errant son and his American wife. Was this sartorial solidarity? You only need to look at Elizabeth I's rainbow portrait to know the royals have long understood the power of their clothing. Oh, it's totally deliberate, and In the Know Mole confirms she knows what she wears, gets major pickup. That the palace did not on this occasion communicate the information seems to bear out reports in March that the princess's team would no longer release details of her outfits, in the hope of focusing attention on her work instead of her wardrobe. Yet the sigh of relief when those reports were soon quashed by a spokesperson who confirmed there would be no change in our approach was audible at luxury brands and on the high street. Unlike many celebs who generate buzz but not consistent profit, everything Princess Catherine wears, from Alexander McQueen to Zara, tends to sell out. The Victorian two-piece suit sold out in a day. And this won't have been as a consequence of limited availability, as per this one's wife's as ever scam, but simply it was hugely popular because people saw it and thought, I want to wear that. It looks great. She looks great. Give me some of that action. And there we have the power of the Princess of Wales, something that this one's wife would love for herself. Rihanna, Kim, Kanye, Cher. After more than a decade working at this paper, the journalist states, the time I have spent sitting on Fashion Week benches waiting for late celebrities must run to several days' worth. An hour is standard. The real divas leave you hanging around for 2. One name has dominated the journalist's beat more than any other. How long did I have to wait yesterday for the woman whose influence on the British retail economy is known as the Kate effect? She arrived 15 minutes early. This is demonstrative of the emotional empathy of the Princess of Wales, not keeping people waiting. After all, punctuality is the politeness of kings. When she wore the yellow Emilia Wickstead coat at the Platinum Jubilee, this was worth £3.8 million of PR. When she wore the Lucia Slingbacks and a purple dress from the British label Safia At Wimbledon, that was worth £3.6 million of PR. She attended the Carol concert in a white trouser suit and Holland Cooper coat, which has now become a £40 million brand. This is the impact that she has. And it's this type of impact that this one's wife is desperate to have. Now, it's said that some items that she wears do sell out, but not on the scale as evidenced in relation to the Princess of Wales. Not only are fashion houses clambering to have her wear their outfits because of the Kate effect, but she also looks fantastic in what she wears. It suits her body shape. It's tailored appropriately. She looks both glamorous and appropriate. You'll notice, for instance, in the thumbnail, there's no excessive display of cleavage or shoulders. She looks radiant and elegant, in keeping with the role that she has as the Princess of Wales. She's not turning up at a school showing off excessive amounts of flesh. She's not wearing, in a country that's ordinarily conservative with a small c, an outfit that is provocative, whilst everybody else covers up. The Princess of Wales dresses appropriately, elegantly, and has a tremendous impact, both in terms of people wanting to purchase what she's wearing, but also in terms of praising her elegance and the way that she looks. This is something that infuriates this one's wife. Why? First of all, as I've explained previously, she obsesses over the Princess of Wales as a consequence of having a fixed black view of her. That her narcissism causes her to want to know what Catherine is doing, and this means she repeatedly checks on social media and mainstream media to see what's been stated and written about her. When she sees articles such as this, and similar articles and coverage occurred in relation to her appearance at the British Fashion Council, that resulted in this one's wife being wounded, because her narcissism tells her this should be you. You should be the one who's being called a style queen. You are the one that should be lauded for all of these appearances. For instance, similarly reported in the Times, the Princess of Wales was described as a real style icon as she presented the Queen Elizabeth II Award for British Design at the British Fashion Council. Patrick McDowell, the winner of the award, said, "It's a huge privilege and honour. Throughout her tenure, she's been an amazing advocate of British fashion and really flies the flag for British fashion. She also looks incredible and is a real style icon. It is extra special to receive an award from her today. The royal family has been incredibly supportive, from Queen Elizabeth to the King." She attended the winner's pop-up studio on the Strand in central London to see how the winning creations were made. She has continued a tradition which was started by Queen Elizabeth in 2018 to encourage and promote British fashion designers. Thus, not only does she look fantastic, she attends on the winner. The winner is lauding her, calling her a style icon. All of this is naturally high praise indeed for Catherine, along with the impact that her fashion choices has. And this one's wife, she will be watching. She cannot help but watch. Her narcissism makes her watch because of the obsession she has with the nemesis. Catherine having this status within the fuel matrix of this one's wife means that this one's wife, almost like a knee-jerk reaction, repeatedly goes to check what Catherine is up to, either in expectation of finding out something horrible has happened to her, which will delight this one's wife, for instance, the speculation about where she'd gone when she was experiencing ill health, and then becoming infuriated when she reads articles and praise such as that doled out to the Princess of Wales in respect of her latest appearance. It wounds this one's wife. She can't stand it. It reminds her of her vulnerabilities, and her narcissism immediately steps in to defend her by causing an ignition of fury, and she rages. Pots get flung, plates get smashed, Harry gets lambasted. She shouts at him, "It's all your fault, you ginger cretin! If you had played a straight bat like I told you to do so, we'd be king and queen, not those two. You idiot! Back in the cage! And once again, poor Harry can't reach his takeaway as he's banished back into the cage with an electric cattle prod applied to his pink pods. The fact is, the Princess of Wales, being described as the Queen of Style, sends this one's wife loopy. The rage, not anger, rage is something more. The rage and the fury rises within her as a response to this wounding. It is the narcissistic response to the wounding which then causes her to lash out in order to scramble for that control. I expect to see some kind of clapback in the forthcoming days, but know this. This appearance by Catherine, her elegance, the praise she received, and the approval that has come forth from the various journalists and the public really gets to this one's wife. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.